Barbie suffers from a painful condition known as reflex sympathetic dystrophy. And I'm proud to tell you today that through her evaluation and continued treatment at the Pain Center of Arizona, she's doing remarkably well.
I was actually really depressed right after I had my surgery and found out I had RSD. And it was devastating. It is devastating because it's something that no one else can relate to. You're going through this pain by yourself. And as long as you have faith and belief in yourself that you can do it, you're going to get through that time, that slump and that valley in your life. But you're going to have so much more to look forward to. So just keep focusing on that.
Some of you may remember in earlier episodes of the Pain Channel a very special woman by the name of Barbie Engel. Barbie suffers from a painful condition known as reflex sympathetic dystrophy. And I'm proud to tell you today that through her evaluation and continued treatment at the Pain Center of Arizona, she's doing remarkably well. But that's not the story. The story here is that Barbie has taken her disease and made an impact on others. She and her husband started the Power of Pain Foundation, and this foundation is bringing education and support to countless numbers of pain patients across the country. The Power of Pain Foundation teamed up with the Phoenix Coyotes to put pain in the penalty box, and the Pain Channel was there to cover the story.
What was very difficult for us in the beginning was there was no diagnosis, and when there's no diagnosis, the one thing that can't happen is setting the expectation. And setting the expectation is what we found to be very, very crucial and important with friends and your family members. Because when you understand what you're diagnosed with, you can start learning about it. You can learn what the side effects are, the symptoms of what it is that you're going through, and you can relay that to those that you care about, that you love the most, that you're with the most, and they won't look at you like you're strange whenever somebody drops something and makes a loud, shrill noise and you have to go away because it spiked your pain level. When you set the expectation of all of these symptoms that you are going through because you now understand what it is, people will try to cater to that. As long as they understand, they're going to try and help because they are most generally your friends and family.
I was in a car accident in 2002, and I was in Washington State. I was the head cheer and dance coach at Washington State University, and all of a sudden I couldn't do my job anymore. I've been through going through reflex sympathetic dystrophy for the past 9 years. Doctors could not figure out what to do, and it took 40 doctors. I've gone through many different medications. I've had many different side effects from the medications, which some cause tumors to grow in my mouth. I had internal bleeding, was hospitalized for 7 days with a blood transfusion, to the point of a blood transfusion because I had lost so much blood. I went through 35 radiofrequency ablations where they put a tube into my throat, into my ganglion nerve bundle, put electrodes down into it, and burn the area, and then it grows back. So I got that every 5 to 6 weeks while I was trying to figure out what was going on. I had surgeries. I had a rib removed. I had a shoulder surgery. I had a lung surgery because the first doctor that took out my rib made a mistake. And then I had to have another rib surgery. I had 5 lung collapses. One was a full collapse where it laid on my heart and I went into cardiac arrest and had my life flash before me. So in between all of that going on, I also was doing physical therapy, occupational therapy, massage therapy, all the different types of therapy just to make it through the day and get the most pain relief that I could. Nothing's going to take the pain away totally, but there is things that you can do to help alleviate the pain. 1 in 3 people have pain, but that doesn't mean that they understand it. So hopefully we're going to be able to share information tonight and at our other events throughout the year to help people that wouldn't normally hear find out about it.
The Phoenix Coyotes and the Power of Pain Foundation are here today to put pain in the penalty box. In honor of National Public Health Week, please welcome Barbie Engel and Ken Taylor as representatives of the Power of Pain Foundation.
I've been at a lot of places. I've been on the field at the Rose Bowl when it was packed. I mean, it was like literally the Rose Bowl. I've also been there for UCLA games, but the Rose Bowl a couple times, the Sun Bowl. I've been up in Canada, Mexico, all over the United States doing events, and this was really exciting. You could feel the energy from the crowd. Normally when you go to speak, to do a presentation, you don't have that energy of the excitement of what's about to happen. So it was like, made my heart rush.
The most rewarding part was that we sold over 500 tickets, and a lot of the people that got tickets were pain patients and their caregivers. So I got to talk to them on the phone, but I didn't get to meet them. And tonight they came to the game, and I got to meet a lot of them. So it was really rewarding because they came by the table, they got to get our resources that we have available, and I actually got to meet the people who I was talking to for the last month on pain issues. So that was great.
I have a friend that I met about a week ago who is going to Pennsylvania to do the same treatment that I got to put me into remission. And one of the great things about tonight was that I got to meet her and actually talk about my experience and her experience and share notes on how it went and give her some insight as to what's coming up for her. So it was really exciting. It was really great seeing Emery out on the Zamboni and getting to go around. His story, I watched it a few weeks ago, and his story just breaks my heart that he has to go through more surgeries. And to have him out on the ice representing pain patients that are children and youth, a lot of times that gets overlooked. And so it was really an honor for the Power of Pain Foundation to have him out there on the ice with us, representing us and representing children in pain. For me, this is just one more social event, and it's really important to get pain patients out of their houses and doing social events like this. So it's an extra special place in my heart that we don't get to do all the time. And so that's what I'm taking from it, is being the social aspect of it.
The Power of Pain Foundation is passionate about awareness of pain. And it's passionate about education for patients and their families that are in the midst of this chronic pain syndrome. That being said, I wanted to tell you more specifically that the Power of Pain Foundation is all about the awareness of neuropathic pain, or that specifically is pain that's associated with some type of nerve involvement. Then you should also know that April is the month that's all about other health awarenesses. Specifically, April is about Alcohol Awareness Month. And as it relates to a neuropathy, or again that nerve pain syndrome, patients that have suffered with chronic alcoholism often suffer debilitating problems with nerve pain. April is also National Cancer Control Month. And without question, cancer is often related to significant problems of chronic pain. Many times patients that suffer with chronic cancer pain problems have problems that, again, are related to nerves or a neuropathic type condition. Finally, April is about Irritable Bowel Awareness Month as well. And without question, some of the medications that are used in the treatment of this have been shown to have side effects that can affect nerves. This all again relates back to Barbie Engel and what one woman did in the midst of her chronic pain to positively affect the lives of so many others. Be involved in a National Awareness Month in your local community.
Experience the Pain Center of Arizona and get back into life. Call 1-888-PAIN-CENTER.
I am Brittany Dawn Brannon, Miss Arizona USA 2011. I won Miss Arizona USA in November, and I will be going to the Miss USA pageant in June 19th, and you can actually watch it on NBC. I started getting into pageants, I think it was 2007. I had done ballet my entire life since I was 2 years old, and I was actually accepted to the American Ballet Theater. It was always my dream to go there. So once I was accepted, it was a huge deal. I was so excited. But about a month before I was supposed to leave, I had a foot injury, and I actually acquired RSD from a surgery I had on it, and I wasn't able to dance ever again. So I kind of thought pageants would be a fun outlet for me. So I gave it a try, and I ended up winning Miss Arizona Teen America on my first try. And then I went to Miss Teen America in the summer of 2007, and I won that as well. I hurt my foot in ballet class doing a fouette, which is a ballet move. And I actually went to the doctor the next day because I couldn't walk on it at all. And they found out I had a neuroma, which needed to be removed immediately. So I had surgery a couple days later. And in surgery, actually, I had my nerve cord hurt. And now I have reflex sympathetic dystrophy, which is also known as RSD. RSD is a nerve disorder where the nerve cord kind of goes haywire, and it's with my sympathetic nerve cord. So it starts in my foot where the injury first occurred, and it kind of penetrates throughout my entire body. And it actually really makes me tired. The pain that you go through on a daily basis, it exhausts you a little bit. I'm in pain almost 24/7, and I had 27 nerve blocks, believe it or not, and I can't have any more because that's kind of the limit. It's not very good for you to have a ton, but I work with it every day. I kind of don't notice it anymore because I don't let it bother me, but there's still pain there. RSD kind of affects my ability to work out. After so long, it does hurt me a lot, and my foot gets really, really tired. I'm actually trying to work on strength training right now with it, with running and different things. But, you know, once it starts hurting, I kind of just give myself a little break, and I go back later, and it does affect me. It's kind of like I honestly did lose all my hope. I lost my vision of what I was going to do for my future. But I really have to say that, you know, I always believe that where one door closes, another one opens, and God totally had a plan. Because here I am today, Miss Arizona USA, and I never would have been here if it wasn't for that injury. And I am so happy doing what I'm doing, and I don't think I would have been as happy with my own plan versus God's will. Advice that I would give to someone who's depressed because of their chronic pain would be, honestly, don't give up. It's a time in your life. It's a short time. You have so much more to go. I was actually really depressed right after I had my surgery and found out I had RSD. And it was devastating. It is devastating because it's something that no one else can relate to. You're going through this pain by yourself. And as long as you have faith and belief in yourself that you can do it, you're going to get through that time, that slump and that valley in your life. But you're going to have so much more to look forward to. So just keep focusing on that. If anyone could take any life lesson from my story, I would tell them that, you know, no matter what challenge or obstacle comes your way, there's always a way to overcome it. And whether that's relying on your faith in God or just using your support system, your family and friends to get you through that, and using the wisdom of your doctors, I think that there's a way that you can overcome it and just finish out the goals and desires of your heart, and don't let them pass you by just because there's something going on. Finish out those passions and go for everything you can.
So again, you've seen on previous episodes how certain patients with debilitating pain syndromes have taken their disease and overcome obstacles and mountains. Well, you could easily say that Brittany Brandon's story is one of those miracle stories. She has this horrible reflex sympathetic dystrophy that's involved her feet, but she's found a way through physical therapy and treatment to control that pain and to make it manageable. Sometimes, by the way, the issues of chronic pain may not be totally curable. There are patients that I will see where it may not be possible for us to get your pain down to zero, but it's always an option of more stable pain control, a better level of functioning, better quality of life. In Brittany's case, she was able to find that level of improvement, and as you know, she's taken her success to a national platform, and who knows what's in store for her next.